You're talking about throwback, bro. I have not watched this movie in years, and it's not that it's not a bad movie. I just don't like watching movies that I completed, and it's in the history books. Like Finding Nemo, I don't need to watch it again. Toy Story, I don't need to watch it again. Monster Inc., you don't need to watch it again because you already got all the information just in your brain, bro. It's already there. You're good. But yo, we here living in sky high is extremely concerning, bro.
Got a very wicked.
Shut up and power up.
Right away, sir.
Oh no.
Is this movie a banger? Yes. But imagine spawning into the Sky High universe and getting the power to turn into liquid. Now, before this video
broken.
starts,
I mean, if you can do something with the liquid powers, I mean, like I said in my Jack theory video, Jack, he has a power where you touch him and he just turns into water. How do you even beat that? Like, come on.
I need y'all to do me a favor. If you're watching this on your phone and you see this button right here, hype up this vid, especially if you enjoyed watching it.
Oh, you fancy, huh? You probably text, huh? You got
So it starts off with our main character, Will Stronghold, who's trying to bench press one plate with his elbows wobbling, trying to get them last minute gains before school starts.
I have not watched this so long, bro. I damn near forgot the plot. I damn near forgot the plot.
His dad is coming up the stairs, so Will starts panicking and adding weight to the bar. The embarrassment from getting caught working out at home was too much. If he's gonna get caught, might as well add every plate on that bit. His dad opens the door and bro is talking about some 255. Oh, hey dad, don't worry, it's just some light work. So his dad is proud, taking off his glasses and sitting
wasn't
down.
His dad damn near like Superman or something like that? I forgot.
Talking to his son while just casually flipping around a 45-pound plate. The real reason why Will was panicking and adding weight was because his mom and dad are actually the two greatest superheroes to roam the earth. His mom can fly and his dad has super strength, and he has a lot to live up to because it's also his first day at his new school, Sky High, a school full of kids whose parents have powers. But Will don't got no type of powers. You slap him across the face and he's folded. Like, look at this. Will's friend Layla walks in to eat some breakfast, and Will also comes downstairs, and that's when his parents get a call. So the commander is like, there's trouble downtown. Big trouble. And we see them pull up to fight a big robot. She's holding her husband by the armpits, letting him fall towards the enemy.
I thought both of them had flight or something like that.
To punch it in the chest. Will was sitting on the counter, watching the fight on the news. Sad as shit. Seeing his dad pick up the robot's head, because now he feels like a...
You're like, your dad being an active, like, literally, imagine being Superman kid, and he's not hiding his identity, like I'm seeing dad on the news, like, damn near every other week. What am I doing?
Loser, seeing his parents be so great while he can barely run laps around the track. Even on the school bus, the driver, Ron Wilson, wasn't letting bro breathe. The second he found out Will's last name was Stronghold, he was starstruck. Passed him the business card too. Yeah, just give me a call anytime. They get to Sky High, and the first thing we see is someone with heat vision and freezing power, and even a woman who can clone herself. And this is where my concern.
Can someone actually do power scaling, or have someone ever did this? Cause just get a laser, I guess he could control the laser, but she just froze them solid. Are they okay?
Begin. These two are Lash and Speed. One has super speed while the other can stretch really far. Buddy is tapping the shoulder, talking about some this is speed, as if seeing a fat nigga with super speed isn't already insane. The Flash himself needs tens of thousands of calories per day because of the amount of running he does. This man is cheesing, but he either doesn't use his powers at all or is inhaling every item on the McDonald's menu 4 times a day. Is there something wrong with that? No, but you can understand my concern. Their first class is hero placement, where Coach Boomer appears in front of them, pointing and explaining that each student will demonstrate their powers and get classed as either a hero or a sidekick. And I'm sorry, but this has to be powerist or some form of racism. Imagine waking up for the first day of school, going to your first class, and a teacher in booty shorts is standing there like, oh yeah,
show me your power. And if your power is trash, you might be a sidekick, which is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. So, I mean, at the end of the movie, he can have both their powers. I mean, I guess I'm pretty sure. Don't some of the students turn evil and some of the teachers turn evil in this? If I'm remembering it right, like I said, a movie that we have not watched, or I would say I haven't watched in years. Like, these one of the movies that teachers just play in their room while. Like, they play in their room, and by the end of class, you're just still looking at the screen like, damn, I want to finish this movie when I get home.
You will be the master, and this nigga right here, whose power is to shoot milk out his ass, yeah, he'll be the slave. So they start going up one by one. The first dude had a sleeper build and could turn into a giant rock monster. Then Zack went up next, clapping his hands and saying, voila, I am glowing. He wasn't glowing, obviously, but either way, his powers were to glow in the dark. Next is...
Bet. That just showed me everything. Now, I would have been so confident to go up there because I'm just seeing now that everybody, like, they just let everybody just go up there. Like, bro, I just went up there. I won't even say embarrassed myself. Like, my power is to glow. I mean, I get it. I mean, I guess. But
this little bro right here, who throughout this movie is my biggest concern. Since half the times he's involved in the movie literally makes zero sense. But his power is to turn into a pile of goop, straight liquid. Some people can fly, have super strength, or even super speed. But he gets to tell people that he melts on a hot day. This whole thing really showed that some people got lucky with the superpower roulette, while others got fleeced. There was someone with acid spit. Then next up was a...
Like... Your power is turning into a ball. Why did your parents send you here? Like, why did your parents send you here?
Shapes.
I get the glowing one. They probably think he's something more than just glowing, but you can turn into a ball. That's your power. I guess.
Shifter. I was like, yes, sir. They giving us back-to-back bangers. And then she turned into a damn guinea pig. I'm confused. Is she supposed to nibble at my toes? Then it was Layla's turn, but she refused to show her powers. She only believes to use them when the situation requires her to. Her powers were pretty much the same as Poison Ivy's, which is to control plants. She better than me. The second someone would have disrespected me, all of a sudden they on the news.
Like, no one even complained. No one even had a slight complaint. I had to be someone. Like, even the bro who just literally went up there for no reason to talk about my powers glowing. Even he didn't even say nothing. Like, go up there and just show that you can do some plant powers and then leave the stage, bro. Come on.
This just in: a body was found getting eaten alive by a Venus flytrap. The bell rang, so Will has to wait until after lunch to show off his non-existent powers. So they're all in the cafeteria eating, and Will notices someone staring at him, and they say that it's War and Peace. His mom is a hero, and his dad is a villain. So Will is like, what that gotta do with me? And it turns out that Will's dad, the commander, is the one that arrested Warren's father. Once again, what that gotta do with me? Will goes to the bathroom and sees Ethan coming out the stall after just getting his head flushed down the toilet. Thanks for the swirly and running out. And this is what makes no sense to me, because bro can literally turn to liquid. So how is he getting his head flushed in the toilet when he could just turn to goop and slip?
I mean, do you want him to be in the middle of the ocean? He gonna turn into, I mean, that is kind of facts. Let him just turn into goop and just be on the bathroom floor. But if they're dumping his head and you turn into goop, his head part is gonna be somewhere in the sewer.
Lied away. I've never seen someone want to get bullied so badly. It's finally Will's turn to show off his powers, but he's nervous. So he whispers to the teacher, "What do you mean you don't know what your power is?" Just embarrassing Will in front of the class, and almost killed him by dropping a car down, and then tried to make him fly by launching him into a wall, and made sure the whole school heard that Will's stronghold was a sidekick. So now he's in the infirmary talking with the nurse. He's sitting there like these, while the nurse explains that even with two superhero parents, it's theoretically possible that the kid doesn't have powers. You know, Maybe the mailman passed by one day. Will gets home and tells his dad that he needs to have a serious conversation. But his dad wants to show him some first, bringing him down to the secret lair and showing him all the prized possessions, the artifacts that they keep.
I'm not even lying. After getting exposed in school, like everybody done heard that I do not know what my power is. Like he literally made sure every student knew in that school. It would have been no problem telling my dad, "Oh, bro, I do not have powers, bro. I just got exposed in school for y'all to probably dealing with a mailman or something."
From when they fought their enemies. So Will did what any sane child would do and completely avoided to mention that he doesn't have powers, to not ruin his dad's good mood. The next day at school, they start their lessons for hero support, to learn how to be sidekicks. They really enrolled into a superhero school just to get segregated. Shit crazy. Their teacher is All American Boy. I already know his theme song with a suit like oh. But he's a former sidekick for the commander. Zach raises his hand and asks when they get to pick their hero names, and the teacher says that they don't. Nah. When they graduate, they get assigned to a hero, and then that hero names them. Every single thing about this concerns me. So
is this the sidekick class, or is this just what every student have to go through?
Because they were born with dog shit powers, they get rewarded by getting assigned to a hero who will then name them as if they were a chihuahua. And to make it worse, the teacher, who was a former sidekick to the strongest hero of all time, and who not only wrote letters to that hero, but also saved his life, proceeded to find out from the son of the commander that the commander completely forgot about him. Every time the commander was being asked about All American Boy, at the interviews he was like, who? Thought they were talking about Spencer James. That same nigga who needs to get back in the lab. He can't run routes. He even tried to be like, well, what about your mom? With tears in his eyes. But she ain't never even mentioned bro's suit, let alone him as an actual human being. Bro got assigned as a sidekick, got given a name, and got forgotten about the second he was no longer needed. Oh, and also Zach really does glow in the dark. It still don't serve much purpose though. First human being to get his job replaced by a flashlight. Will was studying at home with his friends when his dad walks in saying hi and asking everyone what their powers are. I melt, I glow, I turn into a guinea pig. He had to take a step back and made his
Share the gift of a good night's sleep during the Buy One, Give One event at the Living Spaces Sleep Center.
Why is y'all here? At this point, they just sending y'all. I mean, I get it. They're just sending y'all because y'all just have an ability at that point. They're not sending y'all just so y'all can be useful to the hero society. They're just sending y'all there just to be there. You can turn into a guinea pig, go do it over there. Come on.
His way to the kitchen, and then that's when he starts talking to Will, who says that every one of his friends are sidekicks. So his dad was proud. Look at my son helping the less fortunate. This whole conversation would be a lot more concerning if you replaced the word sidekick with black person. A kid of your stature hanging around a bunch of sidekicks. And I could only imagine what your grandfather would say if I had brought some of them home. You know that there's none wrong with being a sidekick. Yeah, I know. I used to have one. And once he found out that Will was a sidekick, he was enraged. Bro got so mad he was about to call the school and broke the house phone and had to go in his drawer of replacements to get an—
Oh, you know what? Never mind. He probably is hella abusive. I'm not even gonna get him. You know, bro, come on now.
Another one, until Will told him that he had no powers. He went ahead and had a long conversation with his wife. You sure you ain't cheating on me? I haven't seen that mailman in about 15 years. Ain't that around the same age as Will? He was even debating whether or not he should drop his son in a vat of toxic waste. The little nigga needs to have superpowers by any means. Will is back in the cafeteria where Speed sees some food and obviously takes it and starts munching.
At least Mark, I mean, when did Mark start having powers? Did he I'm saying his the Invincible? Yeah, when did he start? I did not watch Invincible. I probably should. People have been saying it's good, but when did he start having his powers? And his dad been a loving parent to him until You know what? But yeah.
And Lash trips Will and causes him to spill his food all over Warren. So now he's pissed. He gets up and grabs Will by the collar and almost sets him on fire. Now, this is a superpower I can agree with. Being able to throw fire from the palm of your hands. He was setting up the perfect fastball, trying to cook Will alive. Will tries to run away, but Lash trips him again, making him fall.
Who is, bro? I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna need my ones with, bro. The fast dude, I'm gonna just have to ask him. I'm not fighting the speedster, bro. So he can clip me. I'm not lying. I'm not fighting the speedster, but stretchy dude, you're gonna have to see my ones. I'm not lying. And bro, right here, you're gonna have to see my ones too. Let me go get a fire hose. I'm gonna be right back.
All on his face, and he just sees Warren walking up flexing. His dad may be an evil mastermind, but these powers insanely tough. He had Will crawling for his life, and instead of just going around to the side of the tables to easily throw fire and burn him, Warren wanted to prove to the world that he had no brain. So he jumped on the table and started throwing fireballs down towards Will, but made sure to only throw the fire at the side of the tables. He's got the worst aim of all time. Even the food was untouched. Can't even ask him to heat up my steak. Will's friend pulls up and Warren decides he wants to pull out the ult to eviscerate them. But that's when
girl, I mean, I would say she's the only youthful one out of this group. I mean, girl, Poison Ivy, do something. I'm about to get clipped.
Up, and Warren decides he wants to pull out the ult to eviscerate them. But that's when Will gets his super strength and lifts up the table with Warren on it. He's standing there posing and smiling. Even Zach was on the side happy. He don't even know what's going on. And he tosses Warren into the ceiling to land on his back. Everyone is clapping, calling Will the GOAT. So Will turns back to Speed and Lash, who vanish immediately. But
I needed my ones on, bro. I need my ones with, bro. I don't care about the speedster, bro. He gonna cheese anyway.
Go. So Will turns back to Speed and Lash, who vanish immediately. But at the same time, Warren gets back up and gets launched through a wall, getting back up as if none happened, and walking back into the ring to flex some more. He's getting cooked so bad, but his powers look cool.
I'm gonna send you through this whole school, bro. Like, come on. Like, I remember that one Mortal Kombat tester of mine when you just be running, spearing them through the walls, bro. It's gonna be like that, bro.
Everyone cleared the area so quick. They only around when Will is winning. Once there's even a sign of struggle, he's on his own. Layla passes him the fire extinguisher and he uses it to stop Warren. But the principal shows up. Will ain't really care though. What's she gonna do? Expel him and have both his parents knocking at her door? She gonna be sitting there like Lex Luthor. Open that bitch up right now. She don't want that smoke. Will went home and broke through the...
Like, what is she going to do? Like, bro, like, so you didn't show up when he was throwing fireballs at me. But you show up when I'm throwing him too, you know what? When I'm throwing... Hey, you know what? It's very understandable. I'm yeeting him through many walls through the school. You definitely heard that.
Front door, turning around and seeing his parents just standing there, saying that he's got his powers and casually lifting his mom in the air. But they're just complaining about the fact that he destroyed the cafeteria. Boo! Nah. The meatloaf got burned. Who gives a shit? It was made with rat.
Just complaining, breaking phones that you thought I didn't have powers. Now I got powers and I'm defending myself. And then you bad. Like, bro, I'm not lying. I would have had to have been doing my own thing. Respectfully, Dad.
Poison anyways. So his dad brings him down to the lair and celebrates. Even gifted him
an... He did that one thing. You know what? I doubted the dad. That's my man, bro. You know what? It was still kind of weird that you... talking waste. It's kind of crazy, but he did that one thing. I'm gonna act bad in front of the mom when we go down to the basement. Bro, I got a whole present for you.
Bro. Anyways, so his dad brings him down to the lair and celebrates. Funny, even gifted him an Xbox. And now came the time for Will to switch up on his day ones. Do not contaminate me with your garbage superpowers, please. He's walking out the room pretending to be sad, looking back, and the second he saw his friend say, "It's okay, go have fun," he started smiling and dipped. Reminds me of my friend who keeps telling people he beat me 12-0 when we 1v1'd in basketball. Nigga doing that shit just to piss me off.
This is not my home.
Luckily though, he don't got no footage to back up his claims. The crazy part is this ain't even the only superpower world where some people have garbage powers. Deku cries a lot academia, same thing. The boys, same thing. Imagine spawning into the boys universe and instead of getting super speed, heat vision, blood manipulation, or even the power to be a worse version of Aquaman, you would just end up with her power. If you know, you know. Megamind is moving like...
Who's that? Who was just talking about Invincible? Might as well talk about the boys. Come on.
Drewski, painting himself white and decided to become a teacher, and tells Will that his partner for the lab will be Gwen, and their assignment is to build a freeze ray. Will looks up and starts panicking, seeing Megamind screaming at another student because bro accidentally forgot the difference between rays and beams. Gwen helps Will build the freeze ray, and the teacher tested it out by shooting the idiot who forgot basic knowledge and realized that...
Okay, someone actually, yeah, living in this high school or sky high is very concerning. And what is with people and just freezing people to death? Like, what is with this show?
That Gwen is the one who made the...
And girly, like, you couldn't do this the entire time you see me struggling. With the wave of a hand, you can just make it. We could have just been chatting this whole time.
Freeze ray and not Will. The teacher was expecting it to blow up the student or something. The fact that he actually froze was alarming. But you see how concerning this is? This is the third person that got frozen. On the first day of school, a girl froze 2 dudes. This is how we all are around bad bitches. Yes, we. If Lauren London were to pull up right now, we are all going to be stuttering in the middle of the road, asking her if she would film a scene with Tarantino. By the time we realize what we've said, she'll be calling the cops on you, twin. I'ma be gone. Gwen explains to Will that her powers allow her to control technology with her mind. Will is now talking to Layla when Ethan comes running around the corner, calling for help when he gets grabbed away and was about to get shoved in a locker. Once again, this makes no...
Grab the fat... I was about to say grab the fat. Grab the fast one. Grab the fast one, yeet them through something, and then, yeah, the ones with the stretching one.
Sense like considering his powers. They've got my brother out here looking crazy. MLK would be appalled. His power is to melt. He's standing there fixing his glasses as if he can't see how stupid he's moving. He shouldn't even be getting grabbed, let alone shoved in lockers. Zack, on the other hand, there ain't much he could do. Glowing don't help in any situation. And the second Will saved them, they started...
Bro is there, bro have this baby face, but it's damn near 6 feet, bro. Who is bro?
Could do. Glowing don't help in any situation. And the second Will saved them, they started hiding behind him and insulting Speed and Lash. You see what happened to Warren? Y'all next. Why don't we settle this in PE? Yeah, okay. If Will beats you guys, then you leave us alone. Yeah, and if Will loses, y'all can dunk Ethan's head in the toilet every day.
Wow, they are. Right here.
Will was so confused, he ain't even saying none. It's time for the game, and Will ends up getting paired with Warren, and the goal is to save the fake citizen from dying while fighting off the villains. The game starts, and Speed is already causing problems, making Will flip and slide across the gym, getting back up just to get knocked around some more. So Will gets the idea to do this Mickey Mouse jump and break the floor to stop Speed from running and to send Lash crashing down, taking the opportunity...
Very convenient that the floor can just regenerate, but
to pick him up and tie him to a metal pole. They don't got much time left, and Warren is losing oxygen because of Speed. So Will goes over and grabs Speed, sending him to run into his friend, while Will throws Warren to catch the citizen and win the game. So he's having the time of his life. Ever since he left his day ones, he's been balling. Going home, hearing his dad praise him like never before, and seeing Gwen in the kitchen talking with his mom, started squinting and wiped the smile off his face. His dad is tapping his shoulder, proud of his son. But I don't see none amusing about this. Who invited her? And how does she know where I live? Plus, she's a senior hanging with a friend.
Plus, like, how did you know where my... Yes. Where, like, first of all, I would be concerned if even the parents, I'm like, bro, we're hiding. This is not our superhero look, bro. This is our family look. You know what? Normal is kind of crazy, but People should not just be able to find our address.
He said, lock 'em up.
Oh man.
Lock 'em up.
Will is there having a good time, even when Gwen invited his parents to homecoming so that they can receive an award, and he ended up completely forgetting about the fact that he made plans with Layla. His parents decided to show them their school yearbook pictures, and his dad was like, whoa, yeah, nah, that chick right there was weird, bro, just out of nowhere. But anyways, Gwen asks Will,
Wait. Is he making a part 2 to this? Because he's just now getting into like the, the juicy part.
to the homecoming dance, and he obviously said yes. The next day, he sees Layla, who passes him a fortune cookie from the restaurant that he left her waiting at. And the note said, your loyalties are unclear when it comes to friends, on that Master Oogway type time. He looked up at her like,
oh, keep on to fight this nigga. I want to fight, bro. What you mean?
So anyways, Will is studying with Gwen, and she's asking if they could invite some more people over. But Will is not with it. His parents aren't home, and getting your ass beat by the two strongest superheroes don't really seem that fun. Until she got up and was about to leave, he changed his mind, and she invited
Big dinner bar, 8 wings, 5 days, 6, 2 pizzas, big dinner bar, 8 wings.
After school, little bro that could about to leave, he changed.
Disrespected you. What do you mean a few people? Is this your house? No, you can't invite no few people.
Changed his mind, and she invited half the school. Lil bro that could turn into a rock monster broke the couch, and this.
Some people be like, bro, some people be acting like they don't have common sense. Even though I don't be going to those type of parties, it's like, bro, if you was to throw a house party, why would you go to someone's house and just start messing up stuff, just jumping off the tables, breaking chairs, breaking windows? It's like, bro, do you know someone live here, bro?
Pissed me off because they thought I wouldn't notice. The girl that can clone herself was sitting here while also being behind Will over here. And when Will went to talk to Gwen, she also had a clone talking to her over here. And when Gwen dragged Will through the hallway, the girl was here.
Okay, damn, her power is damn broken. She's damn near on Naruto level, bro. Naruto can send hella clones. Y'all just go do y'all thing. And we all have the same conscience. That is kind of.
And here, I would be so upset if I went to a party and saw the same girl around every corner talking to a different person, and she's taking up mad space in the crib. Will shows Gwen the secret layer because super strength doesn't reinforce your brain apparently. He's still dumb. Layla shows up and Gwen was being mean and told her to leave. And once Will found out, he decided to break up with Gwen and told everyone to get out. But it didn't even matter because his parents showed up. So Will decides to not go to the dance, but ends up changing his mind once he realizes that Gwen stole a gadget from the lair and connected the dots, noticing that the girl from the school yearbook had some to do with Gwen. He gets to the school and finds out that Gwen is a super villain and is turning everyone to babies and tells her to put down the children. And she explains that when his parents defeated that villain years ago, that it wasn't her mom, but it was her. She was the girl in the school yearbook. She got hit with her own weapon and turned to a baby, and her minion raised her to be a villain again. Bro said there ain't no second chances. We don't change our ways. So Will was like, oh no.
Okay, now that makes a little bit more sense. I'm like, bro, you just turning people to babies? Like, are you stupid?
Oh, I wasn't in love with a senior. I was in love with a senior citizen.
Lock 'em up.
Oh man.
Lock 'em up.
She tackled him into the school gym, got thrown onto a table, picked up and slammed on her face. She's probably seeing none but scribbles.
Bro, if you don't hawk her, bro, like bro, she betrayed you, bro. Like I said, bro, Mortal Kombat her, bro. Speed her through every wall in this building, bro.
And got slammed again.
This is your parents' this is your parents' villain, bro. Don't go easy on her.
Onto the stage. Will got confident now and started charging in with his fist ready, sprinting at his target and got smacked away. At one point, he thought he had her, but looked up when his friends pulled up and got sent flying out the window, falling down through the dark sky. And that's when the plot armor kicked in, running through his veins like venom. He came flying up slowly in the background. Everyone else got one power this man said, nah, double it for me. She turned
Superman.
around so quick. They giving this man every upgrade in the book. But Will did end up beating her. My boy Ethan got stuck with the power to melt. And Will got
He
two
got
of the
stuck
most
with the
OP
power.
superpowers to ever exist.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy. Woo! Before, ooh, I wanted to do this. Next video, bro. See ya. See ya in the next one. Bye. Peace, 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 peace.
Bye, have a beautiful time.